Welcome to day one of the 30-day English Shadowing Challenge. We are so happy you're here with us. Today, we're doing a deep dive into something really important. We're going to talk about how to speak English with confidence.
Yes, welcome everyone. I am so glad you joined this challenge. Today is going to be fun, and it is really the most important day. We are going to build a great foundation for your English.
Exactly. And, before we start the actual practice, I want you to picture something. Just imagine this. You study English for a whole year. You use all the apps on your phone. You buy a big, heavy textbook. You study grammar for hours and hours.
Right, you do everything you're supposed to do.
Yeah, you do everything right. So you travel to an English-speaking country. Maybe you go to London or New York. You walk into a coffee shop. It smells amazing. The person behind the counter looks at you and said something really fast in English.
And they are waiting for you to answer.
Right, and you have the perfect English sentence in your head. You practiced it silently 10 times, but then you open your mouth to speak, and your brain just completely stops working.
It is a total system failure. Your brain just freezes.
Yes, you feel totally panicked.
Yeah.
Your hands get sweaty. The people behind you in line are waiting. And instead of saying your beautiful sentence, you just point at a coffee, say one random word, and run out the door.
That is such a terrible feeling. But, almost every adult who learns a new language knows exactly how that feels.
I know I do. It is so embarrassing.
Yeah.
But why does that happen? Because, I studied the words. I knew the words on the airplane 3 hours ago. Why do they disappear when I actually need to talk?
Well, it is a very natural human reaction. When you stood in that coffee shop, your brain felt scared. You were afraid of looking silly in front of other people.
Oh, yeah? Nobody wants to look silly.
Exactly. And when you are scared, your brain thinks you are in danger. It actually blocks the part of your brain that remembers English words. Your brain just says, we don't need English right now. We need to run away.
Wow. So it is not because I didn't study enough.
No, not at all. The problem is not you. The problem is how we usually study. We treat language like a math test. But speaking a language is not a test. It is a physical habit.
A physical habit. I love that. And that is our mission for this deep dive today. We're looking at an amazing way to learn called shadowing. It is perfect for beginners, and it totally changes how you learn. We are going to talk about what shadowing is and why it works so well.
Yes. But first, we really need to talk about that fear. The fear of making mistakes. Because, as adults, we hate being bad at things.
Oh, absolutely. We spend our whole adult lives trying to be good at our jobs, right?
Yeah.
We like to feel smart. But when you start learning English, you suddenly feel like a child again.
You do. You only know very simple words like red car or big dog. It is a very uncomfortable feeling.
It really is. I always think about learning a language like learning to ride a bicycle for the very first time.
Oh, that is a perfect example.
Right. You cannot just read a book about riding a bike. You could read about the wheels and the pedals all day. But when you finally sit on the bike, what happens? You wobble.
You wobble and you fall down.
You fall down and you scrape your knee. It is guaranteed you have to fall a few times to learn how to balance. So why do we get so angry when we make a mistake in English? Why do we feel like a failure?
It is because of how we learned in school. In a math class, if you make a mistake, you get a bad grade. You get a big red X on your paper. But in language learning, a mistake is not a bad thing. Actually, mistakes are how your brain learns.
Wait, really? Your brain needs the mistakes.
Yes. When you try to say a new English word and you struggle, your brain notices. It feels that struggle. And then it builds a stronger connection for next time. It literally builds a bridge in your brain to make the word faster.
Oh, wow.
But if you never speak because you're afraid to make a mistake, you never build that bridge. You learn nothing.
So if I just stay quiet, I am actually stopping my brain from learning.
Exactly. And that fear, that panic in the coffee shop, it acts like a big wall in your brain. If you are anxious, this wall goes up. You could listen to English all day long, but nothing will go inside your memory.
Because the wall of fear is blocking it.
Right. So the very first rule of our shadowing challenge is this. Communicating is always more important than being perfect.
I want to say that again because it is so important. Communicating is more important than being perfect.
Yes. We do not care if you use the wrong word. We do not care if your accent is not perfect. Did the other person understand you? That is the only thing that matters.
That is so freeing. It takes all the pressure away. It is not a test. Nobody's giving you a grade. You were just trying to build those bridges in your brain.
Exactly. You have to let go of feeling embarrassed. Just have fun with it.
Okay, so I am ready. I am not going to be afraid of making mistakes. I'm ready to fall off the bike and scrape my knee. How do we actually do this? We're throwing away the heavy grammar books. What do we do instead?
We do shadowing. And shadowing is so simple, it is just 3 easy steps. Listen, repeat, copy.
Listen, repeat, copy. Okay, that sounds really easy. I hear a sentence and I say it.
Yes. You listen to a native English speaker and you try to copy their voice. But there is one big rule. This rule is hard for adults to accept.
Oh boy. What is the rule?
When you shadow, you should not worry about understanding every single word.
Wait, what? Hang on. That feels so wrong. Every time I learned a language in school, the teacher said I had to know what every word meant. I need to know the verb and the noun and the rules. If I don't understand the words, am I just acting like a parrot? How is that actually learning?
I know it feels strange, but think about how children learn. Think about a baby.
Okay.
Does a baby sit in their bed and read a grammar book?
No, obviously not.
Right. A baby hears thousands of words every day. They have no idea what those words mean, but they just listen. And then they start to copy the sounds. They copy the music and the rhythm of the language.
Oh, I see. They learn the music first, and the meaning comes later.
Exactly. And you have probably done this yourself. Have you ever learned a song in a different language?
Oh, yeah. All the time. I love singing songs in Spanish in my car. I have no idea what I'm saying. I don't know the grammar, but I know exactly how to make the sounds. I know the rhythm perfectly.
Yes. You are shadowing the singer. And when you do that, you are training your mouth to make Spanish sounds. You are building the physical habit. Later, when you finally learn what the song means, your brain says, oh, I already know how to say that word.
Wow, that is brilliant. The physical habit is already there.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
If you try to learn the grammar and the meaning and the physical sounds all at the same time, it is just too much. It is too much for your brain to do all at once. That is why you freeze in the coffee shop.
It's cognitive overload. So shadowing fixes that by saying, hey, don't worry about the grammar right now. Just listen to the music. Just copy the sound. It makes it so much simpler.
It really does. It trains your ear and your mouth together. And please remember, the goal is not to have a perfect native accent.
Right. Perfection is not the goal.
The goal is just to be easy to understand and to feel comfortable moving your mouth in a new way.
Which brings up a really great point. Speaking a language is physical. It is an action. You have to move your body to do it.
It is completely physical, and this is a huge mistake many beginners make. They study silently.
Oh, I am so guilty of this. I sit on my couch and I read my English book silently, and the voice in my head sounds amazing. I sound so fluent in my head. But then I open my mouth to say it out loud to my friend, and my tongue feels terrible. It feels thick and clumsy, like my mouth is full of wet cement.
Yes, the wet cement feeling. That
Right.
happens because when you read silently, you are not using any muscles. Speaking requires so many muscles. Your lungs, your throat, your tongue, your lips. They all have to move perfectly together just to say one word.
So reading silently is it's like watching a video of someone lifting weights at the gym and then wondering why your own muscles aren't getting bigger.
That is exactly right. You have to actually lift the weights. You have to move the muscles. In our challenge, we call this going to the mouth gym.
The mouth gym, I love that so much. If I want strong arms, I go to a normal gym. If I want to speak English well, I have to go to the mouth gym.
And just like a real gym, it is going to feel hard at first. Your mouth muscles are used to your native language. You've used them the same way every day for your whole life.
Right. My mouth is an expert at my first language.
Exactly. So when you try to speak English, you are asking your mouth to move in completely new ways. Your tongue has to go to strange places. It feels very awkward.
It does feel awkward. Sometimes it actually makes my jaw tired.
That physical discomfort is a good thing. Think about learning to play the guitar. The first time you try to press the strings, your fingers feel big and clumsy. It hurts a little bit. You think, my hands just can't do this.
Oh, yeah, it's so frustrating. But you just keep doing it.
Yes, and after a few once your fingers learn the shapes, it becomes easy. Shadowing does the exact same thing for your mouth.
That makes so much sense. So when my mouth feels clumsy, I shouldn't feel bad. It just means my muscles are growing. I am at the mouth gym.
You are at the mouth gym. So you should never feel like a failure just because a word feels strange to say.
Okay, I am so excited to actually try this. Let's do it. Let's show everyone what the daily mouth gym looks like.
I would love to. Let's do our very first shadowing practice for day 1.
Perfect. So for everyone listening, you don't need to read anything. You don't need a pen. You just need to listen to Emma and then say the words out loud after her. Try to copy her speed, her tone, and her rhythm.
Are you ready? Just relax. Remember, mistakes are totally fine. I will say a sentence, and then I will pause. When I pause, you say it out loud.
Yeah, say it right out loud wherever you are.
Okay, let's start. Good morning.
Go ahead, say it out loud. Try to copy her voice.
I'm learning English today.
Great job. Keep going.
My name is...
And just put your own name there.
It is nice to meet you.
You are doing great. Don't worry if it feels a little strange in your mouth.
English is a fun language.
Awesome. Let's do a few more.
I can do this.
Say it like you mean it. Really confident.
I am getting better every day.
Fantastic. Wow, okay, that was the mouth gym.
See? That was not so hard.
Not at all. It actually felt really good. And what I love about this is that we used very simple phrases. The curriculum really focuses on keeping it simple for beginners.
Yes, you start very small. We just did the listen and pause method. But as you get better, during this 30-day challenge, we will do real-time shadowing.
Oh, real-time shadowing. That is when you don't pause the audio, right?
Correct. You listen to the speaker, and you talk at almost the exact same time. You just stay 1 second behind them.
Like an echo.
Yes, like an echo. You are talking while they are talking, and if you make a mistake, you do not stop. You do not rewind. You just keep going and try to catch the next word.
That forces you to stay out of your head. You don't have time to worry about grammar because the audio just keeps going. You just have to ride the wave.
Exactly. It builds so much confidence. But to make this work, there is one very important rule about practice. Consistency is better than intensity.
Okay, what does that mean exactly?
It means practicing for 5 minutes every single day is much, much better than practicing for 4 hours only on Sunday.
Really? Just 5 minutes?
Yes. Your brain needs to be reminded every day. If you practice on Sunday and then wait until next Sunday, your brain forgets everything, your muscles forget the feeling, but 5 minutes a day keeps the bridges in your brain very strong.
This is the best news for busy adults. Because honestly, the #1 excuse I hear is, I don't have time to learn English. People work full-time, they have families. Nobody has 2 hours a day to sit at a desk.
You do not need 2 hours. You just need 5 minutes. And you do not even need extra time. You can use time you already have. We call this habit stacking.
Habit stacking. I love this concept. Tell us how it works.
You take your 5 minutes of shadowing and you attach it to something you already do every single day.
Like brushing your teeth.
Exactly. Well, maybe not brushing your teeth because your mouth is full.
Oh, yeah, that would be messy. Good point.
But you can shadow while you are driving your car to work. You can shadow while you are walking your dog or while you are cooking dinner. You just put on your headphones, listen, and copy.
That makes it so easy.
Yeah.
The friction is just totally gone. If I tell myself I need to study grammar for an hour, I will find a million excuses not to do it. I will say I'm too tired. But if my only goal is listen and repeat for 5 minutes while I chop carrots for dinner, I can definitely do that.
Anyone can do that. And there's one more really cool trick we use in the challenge. Did you notice the last few sentences in our practice today?
Oh, yeah. I can do this. I am getting better every day. They were very positive.
Those are positive affirmations. And we use them on purpose.
You know, at first when I hear positive affirmations, I kind of think it sounds a little silly, like magic talk. Does it actually do something?
It absolutely does something to your brain. When you speak positively and you copy a confident, happy voice, your body feels it. Your brain tells your body, we sound confident, we must be safe.
Oh, so it lowers that wall of fear we talked about earlier.
Yeah. Exactly. You are tricking your brain. Even if you feel nervous inside, if you physically speak with a strong, happy voice, the nervousness goes away. Your body believes your voice.
That is just brilliant.
Yeah.
It is like fake it until you make it, but it really works. You act confident, and then you actually become confident.
Yes. You are building confidence at the exact same time you are building muscle memory. It is incredibly powerful.
Wow. We covered so much ground today for day 1. This was an amazing deep dive. Let's do a quick review of everything we learned, just so it sticks.
Good idea.
First, we learned that feeling panicked when you try to speak is normal. It is just your brain trying to protect you. Second, mistakes are not failures. They are necessary. They are the friction your brain needs to build fast connections.
Yes. And third, we learned that we need to stop studying silently. We have to go to the mouth gym. Speaking is a physical action, just like lifting weights or playing the guitar.
Right. And shadowing is our daily workout at the mouth gym. Listen, repeat, copy. We don't worry about understanding every single word, and we definitely don't worry about perfect grammar. We just try to echo the music of the language.
And finally, just 5 minutes a day is all you need. Stack it onto a habit you already have, like driving or walking.
It really changes how you look at the whole process. It takes all the pressure off. And, you know, thinking about shadowing, it actually made me realize something really interesting.
Oh, what is that?
Well, shadowing is basically just copying an expert, right? You copy their rhythm and their tone even if you don't know all the rules behind it.
Yeah.
You embodied their confidence first.
Yes, that is exactly right.
So it got me thinking, what if we used shadowing for things other than learning English? Like, what if you want to be better at public speaking for your job,
Oh, wow. That is a great idea.
right? Most people buy a book on how to give a speech. But what if instead you put on headphones and listen to a really great speaker, maybe a famous TED Talk, and you just shadowed them as you walked around your living room? You copy their pauses, the exact way their voice goes up and down. You physically wear their voice until it feels natural.
You would learn the physical feeling of being a great speaker. You could even use it for something like being a better listener. You could practice copying the calm tone of someone who is really good at calming people down. So when you get into a stressful argument, your body already knows how to sound calm.
Exactly. Sometimes the solution to our biggest fears isn't to think harder. It isn't to read more books. Sometimes we just need to get out of our own heads, open our mouths, and start making some noise. We just need to go to the mouth gym.
That is a wonderful way to look at it. The physical action breaks down the mental fear.
And I think that is the perfect thought to leave you with today. I want to say a huge congratulations to everyone listening. You just completed day 1 of the 30-day English Shadowing Challenge.
Yes, congratulations. You took a really big step today. I am so proud of you for showing up.
So tonight, or tomorrow morning, whenever you have 5 minutes, try shadowing some simple English phrases. Remember, if your tongue feels clumsy, that is a good thing. It means you are growing. You are riding the bike, even if you wobble a bit.
Embrace the mistakes. Have fun with the sounds.
We will be right back here tomorrow for day 2, where we will dive into even more practice. Until then, keep up the great work, and we will see you tomorrow.
Bye, everyone. See you tomorrow.